Do you think in 2024 it's possible to kill somebody and get away with it?
Yes. Absolutely.
Do you think in 2024 it's possible to kill someone in a different state and get away with it?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
So what would you do different than what these guys did?
Well, that's a tough question. But listen, you know, my father taught me something that I never forgot. He said two things. He said, if you and I were to commit a crime together, and 30 seconds afterwards you asked me about it, I'd say, what are you talking about? There's no reason ever to mention it again once it happened. Dead issue, never happened, that's it, done. And secondly, he said, if you want to do something and get away with it, do it alone.
Yeah.
And I never forgot that. Never forgot that. So the answer, anything could be done if you do it properly.
Yeah, the fact that there are 5 co-conspirators plus some other people in the fringes that are cooperating is insane to me. I just don't know how basic human preservation would get people to say, I'm not going to snitch because people might talk bad about me. I'd rather do life in prison. You know, I don't want to be unpopular on social media, so I'll just go ahead and do the rest of my life in this dirty jail cell.
Let me tell you this. Chaz Palminteri, you know who Chaz is, right? Dear friend of mine. We had a conversation once. There's a part in the movie The Bronx Tale where he's mentoring young Cologio. And Cologio says to him, is it better to be loved or better to be feared? And Sonny, in the movie, says it's better to be feared. And he explains why, right? So I asked Chaz that question outside of the film. And I said, what do you think in that life? Is it better to be loved or feared? And he said, oh, I would assume it's better to be feared. I said, no, Chaz, you're wrong. He said, what do you mean? I said, let me tell you. Fear did keep people in line, no doubt about it. But here's what happened. When the RICO Act came out, and people knew that, hey, I'm going away for the rest of my life unless I cooperate, the fear of the mob was transferred to the fear of the government. And so guys started cooperating left and right because they want to go to jail forever. But if you love somebody, you're hard-pressed to hurt that person. At least that's how I feel. I think it's how many people feel. You're not going to hurt somebody you love. You know, that's the bottom line. But if you're in fear of them and you don't have any reason to be in fear of them anymore, well, then you're going to save yourself. And that's what happened in my former life, and that's what happens on the street all the time. Hey, I'm afraid of going to jail. Let me tell you something. There's some people, I think, that I've heard that might have a legitimate reason for cooperating. And I'm not going to get into that. But there's others, they make all the, well, you know, the life let me down, and I was supposed to do this, and they should have did this for me. We're street guys, you know. This isn't a perfect, things are going to happen there. You know what you're getting yourself into. The bottom line is they don't want to go to jail for the rest of their life. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.